Good morning, Rex. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Oh, good afternoon. Actually, it's afternoon here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is a fantastic trailer, isn't it, Manticore? I didn't know what to do today. I mean, I had housework to do, but I didn't want to do it. And this diamond painting was still on the table from last night, so I thought, oh, what the hell? Everything's set up. Let's just go live. And here we are. It's afternoon. Yes, 2:02 here in the afternoon. And I have ginger and lemon tea today. You do what you can. Well, I think it's an amazing trailer. Hey, a tree goblin, how are you? How are you today? Well, it's just kind of a continuation from yesterday because I did not want to do housework. Oh, and I was really disappointed this morning because I was excited. I made these resin dice. Oh, you're working on my outro. Oh, Manticore, you're the best. Did I ever tell you that? Thank you. I've not worn this dress yet either. I bought a load of summer dresses. There you go. Better. Anyway, I made some dice. And I thought they were going to be so pretty, and they are really pretty, but I tried a new technique to try and stop the air bubbles getting on the top, and I've made it worse. I've got more air bubbles than I've ever got before. I'm going to zoom in a minute, Gable, so all you'll be seeing is my hands. I just wanted to show you my dice. I'm very disappointed, but aren't they pretty? Well, I think so. And simping is perfectly allowed in this stream. I have no glitter, just pink and crystal clear. Keep trying to do these cloud effects. Exactly. Simping ain't pimping. That's not what I need. Right, anyway, let's just hang out, shall we? While I do this. See, look, the camera's all in the wrong place now. I'm trying not to be inappropriate. Where am I? What am I doing? Now look, I can't get the camera right. The tea sounds awesome. Yeah, it's not too bad, but this is off the camera. Oh, Gable, I had it all set up. Why did you have to be difficult? Okay, I'm trying to be careful where I point this thing. I really, really am. That's where I'm zooming right in as much as I can to do not be inappropriate. Right, I've got to fill in all these little gaps that are odd letters, and I don't want to. You got scared, did you? What were you scared about? Getting a face full of laptop. Let's have a look at Z. Get close to finished. No, I'm nowhere near close to finished. You love YouTube. Never quite know what to expect, do you, on YouTube? I think you're coming here for some diamond art painting. Cherry Blossom. Yeah, Cherry Blossom is my favorite. See, look, this is so annoying. There was only 2 of those. Oh, there's one there. One there. What's the question mark? Sorry. What's the last Korean drama you watched? I am at the moment watching Queen of Tears. And yes, it's a soppy romantic comedy, but the next one on my list is I want to call it Parasite. It might be called Parasite. I can't remember, but not the movie Parasite. Well, anything to entertain, Manticore. That is indeed what we are here for. Yeah. On Netflix. That's my next one. Does it play backwards like Korean manganese? No, it does not. But I won't buy a manga if it doesn't go backwards. It's not correct if it doesn't. And I can't read it. You see, I was always confused growing up that I always try and read books backwards, and I did since I was a kid. You know, like if you're flicking through pages, I always flick backwards, and I always start at the back for some weird reason. So, you know, when I discovered mangas, it was like, yes, this is a book made just for me. What can you say? I just recently bought a manga. I can't remember what it's called. Got one over there. Let me have a look. What one's over there? Oh, your prize book's shipping today. Nice, nice, nice. I bought these 2 a while ago. I haven't even looked at them yet, to be honest. Junji Ito is one of my favourite. Oh, it's knocked all my other books on the floor. Yeah, it's one of my favourite artists. I don't know. But this one looks really good. And that's The Liminal Zone, Junji Ito. And then this other one that I bought that I haven't actually had time to read it either is Monster Volume 1. This looks good too. Everyone faces uncertainty at some point in their lives. Even a brilliant surgeon like Kenzo Tenma is no exception. But there is no way for him to know that his decision to stop chasing professional success and instead concentrate on his oath to save people's lives will result in the birth of an abomination. The question of good and evil now takes on a terrifying real dimension. Sounds like Frankenstein. Years later in Germany, during the tumultuous, you know what I mean, you know, like uneasy, post-reunification period, middle-aged, childless couples are being killed one after another. The serial killer's identity is known. The reason why it kills are not. Dr. Tenma sets out on a journey to find the killer's twin sister, who may hold some clues to solving the enigma of the monster. Sounds good. Oh, well, these ones are years old, yeah, probably. Well, that's why everyone should learn Japanese. I chose to learn Korean because I like to be different. Right, anyway, back to work. N. What's thick? Me? Yeah, I know. You don't have to be rude, though. Actually, I was told to stop putting myself down all the time, even in a joke, so I take that back. I'm awesome. You chose to learn Cockney. Come on then, give us your best Cockney rhyming slang then. Let's test you on it. What's apple and pears? Skyrocket. Whoever told you that was right. I know, exactly, Gable. We are literally taught to self-depreciate. We are not taught to inflate our egos. The thing is, I find it so easy to compliment other people, but I don't take them very well. I don't know. I'm trying. Very trying. You're going up in value, yeah, you've got another oh god, what's the word? Why am I going slow? You got another, I want to say subscriber, but it's not a subscriber. Backer, you got another backer, didn't you? Or a purchaser or whatever they're called. Backer, yeah. I'm looking forward to some of the books I backed last year are starting to be finished and posted. You can't put a price on awesomeness. No, you cannot put a price on awesomeness. And it's just a skill as well, you know. You can't learn to be awesome. You just are. There's no more ends. And there's one there. Where is Tim? I don't know. I think Tim got a little bit worried that you'd upset me yesterday. Quite the contrary, I was having an amazing time. Sometimes, though, my British sense of humour can be taken the wrong way, and I worry about offending people. Bring me Timothy Olsen. Tim! How do we get Tim here? You know, like certain code words we can get to people. To shout out Melvin. Melvin! Tim is a good boy. He's funny. I like Tim. I actually really like everybody, to be honest. In small doses. And boy, do they know when I've had enough of them. Melvin is available on Amazon. Buy a copy today. Is it really? I've got a copy of Melvin, though. This is why I'm so poor. I do as I'm told, and people say, back this, so I back that. So why is nobody else streaming today? There's me sitting around looking, waiting for people to stream, and nobody was. And I thought, oh, Gable won't be able to handle this. Nobody's streaming. So I thought I'd better do it just to keep him sane. Is that right, Gable? You were waiting for me. Oh, you were. I was waiting for you too. Well, it's not my streaming day today. It's supposed to be Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. But I am going to try and stream a bit more in the evenings. Like yesterday. That was fun. Nobody streams more than Rex. Your watch hours must be phenomenal, Rex. You consider it, but got to finish some stuff. Yeah, my outro, apparently. I'm just excited. Because I know nothing about this. I did have a little bit of a hand in the intro, but I know nothing about this outro. I'm actually really excited. You should come and showcase it yourself on my channel, Manticore. Tell people about your book that you have out as well. Gable colouring stream when? Yeah, Gable. Who's talking about fairies today? I love fairies. When are you talking about fairies? Can I come? Gable, you should stream more. You're absolutely hilarious. All your videos and everything. And you keep threatening to do the movie reviews with me again, but I don't know. Since you dumped me as a best friend. They don't like being called fairies. They're real people. Yeah, what type of fairy are we talking about here? Yeah, send me the 4 o'clock link. I've got some absolutely fantastic books with fairies in and stuff. I love fairies. Who's the special guest? Sorry, you get my big fat arm in the way. Fairies have rights too, you know. They were here before us humans, and they'll be here when us humans have destroyed ourselves, in my opinion. They just live with us on a different plane. Maybe I should call this channel Random Ramblings of Katie. I nearly said Ice Queen. That won't do. Yes, I do. Actually. I mean, it's all destroyed now because I did it like years ago, but actually my whole garden was a fairy garden. I believe in fairies. I could do that, Katie. The book is being reimagined due to certain circumstances, yes, and reshaped into something we had intended it to be. Oh, cool. Yeah, come and do that. We'll pick a day, whatever, and you can show off your talents. It would be my pleasure to have you as a guest. What's wrong with building fairy houses? In this modern world where we keep destroying their habitat, somebody has to. Gable. Wow. Gable hates fairies. Takes a lot of skill and determination to create things like comic books. I tried to do as Gable will know, a webtoon once, and I was really into it. I really liked it, but it was just, I don't know. I didn't like my talents enough. Didn't work for me. The ideas in my head just never came to paper. So anyone that can actually do that, I think, is really, really quite amazing. I may be doing another cooking video soon. I want to make a nice Victoria sandwich sponge. So we'll have some more Katie's baking soon. Maybe at the weekend. Mm. Do you know what? I just love stories. I always have since I was a kid, just escaping the real world and just being somewhere completely different. I love it. I think I find it easier to get lost in a book than even watching a movie or something. I've certainly sort of like been reading and someone's spoken to me and it's like taking me a few seconds to like think, hang on a minute, where am I? Because one minute I'm in some fairyland and the next I'm back in real life. God, real life really does like suck though, doesn't it? I mean, I don't mean like anything bad. It's just like stories and adventures and things. How much wax do you use for that? Not very much. You literally just dip the pen in it. Every time? No, not every time. I probably can put about 10 or so of these on before touching it again. There is magic in the real if you know where to look. Well, I used to think that, Manticore, and then everywhere I looked, it was just a horror book. You know, I grew up when Disney was, you know, Disney and told magical stories with good morals, unlike today, where they try and jam everything down your throat. But, you know, I was one of those kids that grew up thinking that your prince was going to come and ride into, you know, come and collect you and ride off into the distance. And that's just not reality. So I'm a little disappointed. Magic was huge in England in the 80s. Not sure how much nowadays. What sort of magic? Like Magic the Gathering? Magic mushrooms? Were they really that magical when you look deeper? All the beautiful things have a dark element. Oh, that is true. That is true. But it all worked out in the end. Good defeated evil. And the prince got his princess, and true love conquered all. And yes, I am a girly girl, and I make no excuses for it, nor do I apologize for it. I think there should be more girly girls in the world. I don't know, whatever magic Alan Moore and Grant Morrison talked about. I don't know. I don't know. I was just a child in the 80s-ish. Magic mushrooms. I don't know what he's talking about. I was a kid. Actually, to be fair, I probably wasn't really that much of a kid. But... I was slow to mature. I was naive and innocent for a long time. Oh, Alistair, yeah. Okay, fair. Yeah, I know who Alistair Crowley is. Didn't he invent like the Wiccan stuff? Well, I don't know. I've got a couple of his books, to be fair. I mean, I know you guys all freaked out with witches and things, but they're not all evil and cursing people. Sometimes it's, just imagine the back in the day with you're like the woman you'd go to for your herbs and things, because the midwife, everyone, they're just what I call solitary witches. They work in herbalism and things. That's what I think of when I think of witches. So, but Alistair Crowley, didn't he like the running around naked kind of thing? Not my idea of magic. I will say though, I did used to do like magic spells. Yeah, women are witchcrafts. I'm sorry, but we just are. We have a different mentality. But anybody that says they can curse people and do all of that rubbish, well, I don't know. That's a dark side, and I don't see that as the craft or witchcraft at all, personally. But anyway, that's just my view. What was I going to say? I did used to do like little spells I still do protection spells, but other than that, I killed my rabbit once because I was greedy. My rabbit was sick, had to have an operation. He got some hay in his eye, or her eye, and it got all infected. So she went to have an operation, and I did a money spell, which I never do things like that because I don't think that, we should do that. And I did a spell to make me have enough money to pay the vet for my rabbit's operation. And it came true. The rabbit died under anesthetic, and the vet said that he wouldn't charge me. So I had exactly the right amount of money to pay for the surgery. But I killed my rabbit. I did not sacrifice. I've never sacrificed anything. See, to me, witchcraft is just using the earth the way it was meant to be, to like help and protect and stuff. But, other people have other opinions, and that's why I've always classed myself as a solitary witch. I do not work in covens, in groups, in anything. It is just me and me. Well, there you go. That's me. And I know that'll freak out a lot of people. And I apologize in advance. And that's not me actually going against religion. It is me using, you could say, using the, for religious people, you could say I'm using God's earth for the greater good. So therefore, that's not being disrespectful to your gods, God, whatever. Sorry, I need to get off this topic. Raptor Jesus went extinct for us. That's exactly what somebody, you sacrifice. Oh, hang on a minute. Did you sacrifice protection? No, you sacrificed your rabbit to the old gods. No, I do not believe in any gods. I believe in, if the sun doesn't come up in the morning, we're all going to die. That's exactly what someone would say who sacrifices. Just think, I'm from the old world, yeah? I'm not even English, okay? I'm Celtic. And I know this because I've done a DNA test. So I am the original islander here. So I come from Druids who were peaceful people, didn't do sacrifices, didn't do all of that stuff. Probably. I tell you, someone who would know more than me is Tree Goblin, though. Should I shut up now? Yeah, it's a good idea. Never got onto the topic of politics or religion. So you're a godless atheist. I personally decline from using the word atheist as it happens, because why should I label something that doesn't exist? And I don't believe that I need a label, but I don't know. Do you know, I have to say, within the last couple of months, as a kid, I was very religious and spent a lot of time with my grandparents, going to church and doing things. So as a kid, I was a real big believer. Then, you know, life turned me sour and I didn't believe. But in the last few months, I'll be perfectly honest, I'm still skeptical. Half of my brain is still saying that's ridiculous and that I don't need to idolize anything. And then there's this creeping part of me that keeps seeing, like, what you could class as signs. So I don't know. I've gone from being very, it doesn't exist, to it might be a possibility. I don't know. I don't know. I'm on the fence at the minute, which seems crazy to my brain, but you're not into labels either. No, I don't like labels. Labels are just like trying to put round people into square boxes. Nobody fits a label or a box. And if we start treating people as I only label things, which is why I bought a label maker. Yeah, that does not surprise me. Yeah, I don't, just people are different. Take each individual as that person and don't try and label them. Labels have caused us nothing but problems. Again, just my opinion. This is just the opinion of the person who is talking, and by no means any facts or anything remotely sensible, probably. I mean, it's always good to label your herbs, I guess. Synchronicity. always remember, when you're judging people, you can only see what's on the outside. You do not see or know everything, so best not to judge anyone. Unless you are like Gable, who has never once made a mistake in his entire life. Then, you could probably get away with calling somebody out for not being perfect. That's the language of the divine. Synchronicity. Okay? I did not know that. So I take it you're a believer, Manticore. I mean, you don't have to answer that. That's entirely personal to you. I hope we haven't lost Rex. I know he had a terrible experience with a group of people that claimed to be witches and did terrible things. I don't want to have offended him. Oh, good, you're back. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Ah, you are. Okay. Yeah, do you know what? So many of this is one of the things that's calling out to me at the moment, because so many people that I'm meeting and getting to talk to and getting to know in the last few months are believers. And I'm not saying that they're here trying to convince me, that they're absolutely not, but some of the things they're saying, it's just like, I just feel like I'm being pushed in that direction. Oh, you've been here all the time. Okay. Well, I just didn't want to upset you with my witch talk, because I know you had a really bad experience with it. And I just want you to know that's not the kind of witch I class myself as. You don't believe in the God of religion. Well, I don't believe in religion. I'm sorry to say. I may believe in God, but I don't believe in religion. That is something for sure. So what God do you believe in, or what? I mean, yeah. Tell me, don't tell me. Tell me in private. Tell me now. Relationship. You didn't. Bad witch. No. She's absolutely not a bad witch. Don't say that. Do not put words in my mouth. She's another one of the good ones. Wow. That's where rumors start, Gable. Do not start that. Okay, you believe in the divine and synchronicity, the source of all creation. I am a member of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Yes, Gable. Okay, well, I need to find out more about what you are talking about, Manticore, because one thing I do like is to learn and know stuff. So hermetic, you're saying a lot of words I don't understand. I mean, I understand philosophy, but hermetic, what does that mean? You have to speak like in plain English to me. Plain Australian. We understand that. Small words. Are Vikings Celtic? No. Vikings came and invaded my little Celtic country. Welsh, Scottish, Irish, Celts and Picts. And we were here before the Romans, the Saxons, and the Vikings, who all came from other places to take our land, our women, our freedom. And we fought back. And I would just have to say that the Welsh, although you guys seem to think that they're English, are absolutely definitely not. And we still have our language, or they still have their language. I don't speak Welsh, that is used daily. England was Celt too before the Saxons. Yeah, but what were the English? That's what I want to know. See, I'm glad Tree Goblin's here. You came back just at the right time. Who were? Oh, I suppose we're talking about the Cornish people. They've only just lost their language, haven't they? Like the Cornish people, they're English, aren't they? Right, hang on a second. I need to click on this link so I don't lose it. Okay, I will read that. The English were separated tribes, unified. Okay, right, I have bookmarked that, Manticore, so I'm going to read that later when I have a moment. Tree Goblins, my encyclopedia on. What I'm saying is, you guys discount the Welsh because they're not Irish or Scottish, and I don't know why you think they're so fantastic, but you discount the Welsh. And like I say, the Welsh have their own country. You have to go over a bridge and pay a toll to get into Wales. Well, South Wales anyway. And they have their own language that is still used today in schools and everything. So that makes them, in my opinion, far more Celtic and wonderful than anyone else. And it's not because I have Welsh in my family and my DNA test came back that I was like mostly Welsh. Then it was Scandinavian, and then it was English. When did it go? No way. Oh my God, has it been that long? Has it actually been that long since I went to Wales? I suppose it has. My parents have lived up here in Eastbourne for, oh my gosh, I did not know that. I need to go back to Wales. You're lucky though, Tree Goblin, that my parents don't still live there, because like every 6 months or so I'd be, yeah, it's probably about the same time as I haven't been there, maybe even a little longer. I'd be stopping off in Bristol every time I visited and say, come on, let's go and have a pint. I don't drink pints, but you know, I'd have had something alcoholic. Don't take that the wrong way. I'd have invited your wife too. Just, you know, to clarify. You've just crossed the bridge, have you? Oh, you live just across the bridge. Yeah, I know. But I don't know exactly where you live, but I do know that when we used to catch the coach there, we always used to stop in Bristol before heading over the bridge. Hermes Trismegistus. Does that mean no problem? I don't know. Hermes Trismegistus. Do you see that? Look, nobody cares. Nobody cares about the Welsh. We've gone down to 2 viewers. Gable knows what's up is down. What's up is down. What's down is up. That sounds like something from Alice in Wonderland. You care. I know, Rex. You are the sweetest person. You care about everything that I care about. Can I tell them what you did, Rex? Yesterday, I mentioned that cherry blossom was my favourite flower. And when I looked in my Twitter messages, it was all full up with cherry blossom. It was so sweet. I loved it. It's like, wow. You've just finished watching Vicky and Dean's video from last night. Oh, was it any good? Who are they outing now? Anybody exciting? Those two are intolerable. To be honest, I don't even know them. I hear their names come up. I've never watched them. And I know they were the ones that investigated a certain person. But other than that, I don't know. You know who I find intolerable? I'm not going to say it again because you all know who I find intolerable. Oh, okay. They played the full secret tape. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've seen a lot about that. Yeah. I mean, personally, I don't like that because, sure, it's the internet, but let some people have some dignity and stuff. And I know there's this whole blame Phil campaign thingy going on, but who actually knows who did what, who didn't do what, who said what? And does it actually really matter? It really doesn't matter. Just let people, things like that shouldn't be public, you know? And that kind of behavior kind of disgusts me. Just, yeah, whatever. Let people, just don't. I don't know. I'm just not that way inclined, that I don't think it's funny to degrade people like that. I mean, I know you can say they degrade themselves by doing things like that. That's fair, but you know, that's between consenting adults. I'm just saying that for other people to start saying stuff and spreading stuff, it's just like, wow. Behavior like that gets people killed, basically. Blackmail matters, to be honest. Okay. Blackmail, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you get my point, right? I can see what you're all saying, things are being backhanded and stuff, but say things are backhanded and stuff. Do you have to actually be explicitly showing private things? I mean, if it's true what they did to Phil Diaz, then that's disgusting, and that needs to be talked about. But nobody's ever going to know what really happened. So everybody except the people involved are only ever speculating. I mean, if you think about the tapes that were released when Amber Heard was accusing Johnny of doing disgusting things, how they were manipulated to prove her point, and then later on down the road you find out that there was more to that. I don't know. You just never know. The truth is out there. The truth is never out there, because even the people that involves will have a different perspective on it. So what actually is the truth? When even our own brains can deceive us. There's a lot of spinning and deflection going on. Yeah. I don't know. I tell you what I don't want to know, though, is graphic details about what was going on, because that is nobody's business. You define truth, that's part of free will. Gable, delete that message. I don't want that in my chat. The thing is, I don't even want to hear about it. This is why I deleted Twitter. So I didn't have to hear about this rubbish. But I see when it affects other people, it obviously doesn't affect me. I mean, I cannot bear EBS anyway, and that's not because of anything he's particularly said or done or anything that I've heard about from other people. It's just my own pure observation. He's just an out and out narcissist, in my opinion. And that's just my opinion. I'm allowed it. It's a free world, apparently, in our dictatorship. Why are you sorry? People in CG should be more aware if someone is a compulsive blackmailer. Yes, people in CG probably should. Probably should. But there's so much unhanded stuff that goes on between you guys in CG. I just wonder why you don't all just get your heads down and make comics and don't. You were being rude, were you? Okay. Yeah, no, people should be aware of people that are out and out manipulating and being dishonest. But it's a dog eat dog world. That is actually what people do in all businesses, unfortunately. Not all of us are like that. And actually, I know you're all going to disagree with me here, and I'm not being offensive or anything, but it's this sort of behavior for one, and the amount of what's the word I'm looking for? The amount of notice it gets, and all the different opinions and everything. That actually, and you're going to hate me for this, and let me just reiterate, I am anti-feminist. Okay, anti-feminist. I don't agree with all that rubbish. But in my experience, my personal experience, when women behave that way and then it is thrown all around, it is then assumed that all women are like this. Not necessarily all women, but it gives women a bad name. And even myself, I have been a victim of people talking to me like they really shouldn't because other women behave that way, and I don't think that's right. So the more I think things like that should be, I don't mean like the blackmail and stuff, I mean the personal stuff needs to be kept out of it so that I don't get random dick pics in my Twitter. Thank you. Don't send compromising pics to anybody in CG is what I would say. Wow. I wouldn't trust any of you guys. Not one. Anyway, I think we need a subject change. No dick pics. No. No, none needed. Cherry blossom is perfectly acceptable. Right, I'm going to finish this little section. What time are you streaming, Rex? I'm not streaming over you again, am I? No, I do understand your anger at it, though, Tree Goblin. I 100% understand that. When it's people are losing out on work and money and things because somebody is using their sexuality to stupid dumb men that fall for it. Yeah, it should be known that those men are so dumb to fall for it. I get that. Sorry. 10 p.m. my time, you sent me a link. Okay, cool. I will be there with my fairies. Oh, I'm in the title, am I? Oh, let me see. Let me see. What am I doing? Let's go to subscriptions. It'll be there. Katie and Mike Jimmy Lorcher De Bruin. Oh, is he French or something? Talks fairies, life on Quora and more. Ooh, exciting. It's be awkward if I fall asleep. I will try not to. I shan't be there for like the whole thing though. Because it'd be my bedtime. Right. What time is it? 3 o'clock. Oh, the Netherlands. Okay. Cool. Just 5 more minutes and then I got to think about what I'm going to prepare for dinner today. I actually don't actually know. I might do some Hunter's chicken, which is chicken wrapped in bacon, covered in a barbecue sauce and cheese. I might have that with some mash and veg. But I have to go and make it. Hello to the new viewers. We're just really sitting here having a chat. I don't know why everybody's here. So, is this a book that this guy's written then, Rex? Or does he just like know all about fairies, or has he written a book about fairies, a comic book? Let me know what I'm in store for. Place to be, obviously. Yeah. It always amazes me. It really does. And I know I say this, but I am just sitting here sticking bits of plastic on a sheet of paper, basically, chatting away absolute rubbish that I know nothing about. And people are watching. And it never ceases to amaze me. But that's the whole point. I like coming here just so I can talk to people and hang out. I guess you guys are here because you've got nothing better to do. I appreciate you. It will look awesome when it's done. It will. It's just, I thought I've been neglecting it. So let's get on with it. And it's not that it's boring sitting here doing it. I love doing it. It's quite therapeutic. But it's nice to be able to sit here and actually talk to other people instead of talking to myself. You're doing 1,000 things simultaneously. Don't be an adult, then we talk grown-up subjects. Yeah, I just do. You know what it is? I've got a sink full of dishes that my kids decided to empty their rooms of their plates and cups. So my nice tidy kitchen is full up with plates and cups that I have to wash up, and I just took one look at it and thought, I don't want to do that. But I will. Oh no, I just tipped all those beads everywhere. I will have to do it. Because you can only, stop being a grown up for so long and then it all catches up with you. Well, I can always talk about my Barbie doll collection if you prefer, Rex. I'm quite happy to do that. So what's the theme of my outro then, Manticore, or is it a big secret? Manticore made my intro, which is absolutely fantastic. And if you haven't seen it already, I suggest you go back to the beginning and have a look. He's very kindly going to make me an outro as well, which I know nothing about, and it's very exciting. It's my show. What's my show? Oh, it's my, yeah. No, I'm not going to show my Barbie doll collection. Could show my Pokemon collection, though. Pokemon cards. I won't bore you all with my insanity. Does anyone play Magic the Gathering here? My son is really into it at the minute. He keeps buying me all these card sets. And I set up a vampire set, which is kind of cool. We had discussed earlier about, oh yes, we did, medieval fantasy. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's exciting. Yeah, I very much like the whole fantasy, medievally kind of thing, like King Arthur. Grew up on the King Arthur stories. Druids and priestesses and magic and fairies. Right, I think that's about where I'm going to finish today. Because I have to get a dinner started before my daughter gets home from work. But you can all come and watch me tonight at 10 o'clock over on Rex's channel if you want, or you can just go there and watch Rex. And other than that, I will see you all next time. Probably Friday. Have to be a quick one on Friday though, so I've got to go to the hospital, unfortunately. So, yes, I will see you all next time. I'm going to play the intro again because it is awesome. And until I have the outro, what else can I do? Here we go.